Shea and company are... How you feeling tonight? It's a big game.
And the Lakers all decked out as they made their way off the bus and into the arena earlier on. And the game arrival. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines.
Well, guys.
Indeed, there is. Thanks, David. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Cousins.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Delgado in at the point. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Nurkic, and it's Hezonja in at the 3 slot. We're just halfway through the season. Brent, talk about the value of leadership and keeping everyone focused night in and night out.
A lot of that will come from your coaching staff and the messaging, but I will tell you what, Kevin, playing with a star player that goes out there and does it night after night, watching James Harden, watching Russell Westbrook, watching Steph Curry, have the kind of unreal performances for the game 56, the game 68. You're just sitting there in amazement. You want to step up and say, you know what, I want to be there for you.
But to me, that may be the most important. Like every game they're there. Like every single game.
They are there. They're excited to be there. They're excited for you to be playing, and they raise the level of your attentiveness to being competitive on a nightly basis. And truly, those guys become inspirational to you.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Pass to Davis. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
6 on the shot clock. And the basket by McCollum.
C.J. McCollum can go from second gear to fourth gear and back to second gear. A defense's nightmare.
LeBron passes to Kuzma. And here is Davis. Lets it go from deep. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against Utah.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
Well, once they could taste that upset, they weren't going to let this one slip away. Ferocious in that overtime period.
Lillard outside from the arc. Kuzma pulls it in.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And it's Davis with the jam.
You think you have AD rooted out, but he can use his length and use his size and get another rebound.
Lillard outside. The dish to McCollum. From the top of the key. Here's Nurkic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
You could tell that Nurkic was looking to get the foul on that shot, and he got the job done.
And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Jacks up a 3. And count it. 3-pointer good on the shot from Delgado. Delgado's got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Delgado. 2 points. That one goes. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Here's Delgado. He's guarded by McCollum. And Davis can't get it to go.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And the basket by McCollum.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The pass to Caldwell Pope. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Delgado missing.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Azania. And he banks in the layup.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
LeBron outside. Pass to Davis. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. Scoring has always been Lillard's strength, but last season, a career high in assists. You wonder how much a healthy Nurkic is going to help propel this team, as they've equipped themselves with some interesting players at the wing position to try to take another step forward in the Western Conference.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And watching film is becoming an obsession for Damian Lillard.
Well, that's a great way to learn, visually sitting down and not only looking at your opponents, but where it is maybe where you can take advantage and stay in your zone. Lillard committed to the game and committed to improving.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Adams checked in. Here's Delgado. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And here's the fast break. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Here's Delgado. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
Pau Gasol's checked in for the Trailblazers. Rodney Hood comes in for Mario Hezonja. McCollum kicks to Hood. Lillard outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Portland. Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
Delgado passes to Davis. That one drops for him.
That's just an outstanding pick and roll there to get Davis diving to the rim. Once he gets the pass, the shot was as simple as it gets.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
A nice shot by Delgado.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Now here's Lillard. He's guarded by Delgado. A wide open look for Gasol. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers trail by 5. James, the pass to Delgado. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Here's Simons, covered by Delgado. Pass to McCollum. That one's off, still out of sync. LA's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. A nice shot by Delgado.
I mean, with just how dominant he can be scoring inside and outside, to have that kind of vision, wow, what a complete center.
Here's Simons. He's guarded by Delgado. Hood deciding where to go with it. 13 feet away. Here's Simons. The Trailblazers rebound. They get it back. Here's Adams. Simons, the pass to Gasol. Here's Simons. For the 3. Rebounded by McGee. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
That's power from DeMarcus Cousins.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Los Angeles. Here's Delgado, covered by Lillard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. James, the pass to Delgado, and the shot goes down. Delgado's got 21 in the game.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Hezonja in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay, in that last matchup against the Clippers, put on a show. He dropped in 38 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention. A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And so he makes both from the line.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points. when he's at the free throw line, pretty much automatic.
Now here's Lillard. Defense is right there. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Hezonja.
Lillard involving his guys, a great passer, and he makes a good decision there.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Delgado, that's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Lillard misses.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
McCollum outside. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Here's Delgado. Takes the 3. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Delgado's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. Portland's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. Got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
Nurkic with the steal. There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. Here's McCollum. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now. And with Cousins last year, you know, Greg, he came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Hezonja kicks to Lillard. Floats one. Gasol. And Gasol able to finish. Gasol's got his first points of the night.
I mean, is it fair that Pau Gasol could stand on one block and rebound on the other? That's some length.
Pass to Delgado. From past the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. And now here's Hezonja. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
James outside. And there's the pass to Delgado. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist here tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds. And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
And that concludes the first half. Lakers ahead, up by 15.
Kevin, thanks. Boy, it looked like every time down the floor you had the ball in your hands and you were making shots. Do you expect to see defensive adjustments in the second half?
Of course, man, you know, they might try to bump me more coming around the screens.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Lakers. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Delgado in at the 1 spot. Here's James, and James throws it down hard.
Yeah, there's no stopping LeBron right there. He's done that thousands of times.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, LeBron. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Passes it to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Trailblazers trail by 17. And Lillard kicks to Hezonja. Davis against Nurkic. Over Davis. Nurkic can't hit.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Whiteside kicks to McCollum. Lillard, right side, beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4. Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Down low. Here's Lillard, and it's off the back rim, no good.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
To the inside. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Caldwell Pope kicks to James. Here's Davis, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
A different look now for Portland. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Rodney Hood subbed in for Hezonja. Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming a long way.
What an impact.
Massive.
Yes.
And what you're seeing, too, over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and stints for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the necessary strides in a lot quicker than they normally would.
This two-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent.
Here's McCollum, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And one on Caldwell Pope.
A lot of questions in the early part of C.J. McCollum's career about could he become a valuable scorer in the league and really what position would he play. But after being the 10th overall pick in 2013, he's answered those questions.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis, and it's Avery Bradley in for James. Count that one.
How about the strength shown there by Rodney Hood? He has that great frame, and he shrugs off the defense that time.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Delgado. Makes it off the glass. Delgado's got 43 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Softly drops in the floater.
Well, the defense sinking and filling the lane, but Lillard stops short and floats one over the top.
Bradley with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. Bradley with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Here's Delgado. Offensive rebound. McGee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up. The Lakers. Portland, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That free throw good from Hood.
One of the big calling cards for Rodney Hood and why he can compete at this level is his athleticism. So as long as he believes in that, he can continue to make contributions to any team.
Delgado passes to Cousins. Here's Delgado. Back to Cousins. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
A big man has to be committed to the pick and roll, and that time Cousins had the ability to find some open space when he cut away from the ball.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Delgado. And that one, good. Simons has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
McGee, the pass to Delgado. No good on the triple.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
Here's McCollum. Bradley with some nice D.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And the wide open shot from Green. It's good from long range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Hood. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Portland. And the Lakers also making a switch. LeBron, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Adams finds McCollum. Portland no good that time either. Lakers leading by 19 points. High post Cousins. 9 points in the game so far. Delgado passes to Cousins. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Gasol. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons. The Lakers also making some changes. Anthony Davis comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Danny Green. Kicks it out to Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Oh, great ball movement there.
Shot's good.
Well, Brent, you look at the size and athleticism of DeMarcus Cousins, and you can forget just how skilled he is.
Well, the interesting part about Cousins, and as his career goes on, especially coming off the injury, Kevin, what does he rely on? Well, when he came into the league, as you said, he had that skill set. He's going to rely more and more on that ability to shoot the ball and to still make plays so that he's still an impact player in the NBA.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
2 seasons ago, the Blazers were swept in the first round, and something in the scarring of that kind of outcome has stayed with them. both Terry Stotts and their starting backcourt to kind of fuel their fire to make the type of strides that they have in the past couple seasons.
Stolen away. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
A terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
Now here's Lillard. He's covered by Delgado. Lasagna's shot is off.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that one is good. Cousins has got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Lillard. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
For Portland, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Nurkic, another talented player from Europe, playing in Croatia before coming over to the NBA, and the international game continues to make an impact on how it's played here.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Lillard. Good. Lillard's got 30.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Here's Delgado. And good. There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but
and the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Cam Birch. And Jay subbed in for Alex Caruso. Delgado passes to Kuzma. Outside for Davis. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Delgado. LeBron outside. 5 on the clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. When a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in there?
if you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right. All about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
Lillard and Hood work together in the backcourt. Hezonja out there with Adams, and it's Nurkic in its center. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Kicks it out to Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Portland.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Caldwell Pope right side. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And we're seeing a little more of this from KCP, working that in-between area, trying to improve his efficiency.
Hood, the pass to Nurkic. And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if a player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, Hood hustling and running the floor so well in transition.
Here's LeBron. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Here's Delgado, covered by Lillard. And it's Delgado missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's McCollum. Rebound the Lakers. Caldwell Pope's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Delgado. They get the rebound.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. The pass to Whiteside. Shoots over Kuzma. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by McCollum. 8 points for Hassan Whiteside.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Delgado passes to Davis. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Kuzma. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for Pau Gasol. Here's Delgado, covered by Lillard. In the corner, it's James. Just 5 on the clock. Over Hezonja, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now Adams. And an intentional foul right there. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
McCollum against Caldwell Pope. Lillard misses. Lakers leading by 19. Delgado passes to Davis. And it's Delgado missing.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Davis with the double team. It's Hezonja in the corner. Whiteside trying to break free, and Hezonja gets it to go.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
I mean, it looks simple, but LeBron makes it look that way, Kevin.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Here's the three. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 44.
It feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Passes it to James. To the middle. And it's Davis finishing it off.
When LeBron came into the league, we knew he was authentically more a playmaker than a scorer. So whatever way it takes to get his team to get points, LBJ is good with it.
Lillard attacking. Count that bucket. Lillard's got 46 points.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Delgado passes to James. Fires high post, and he nails the jumper. James has got 15 points here in the second half.
And you can't give LeBron James that much room off the pick. He doesn't need much space to get that shot off.
Delgado passes to Davis. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Delgado. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Lillard against LeBron. And they double up James. It's Davis on the wing. Corner shot. That shot no good. And it's Portland the other way.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jay.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Lillard, right side. The putback, and it's Adams on the follow.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Here's Delgado, covered by Lillard. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Delgado. 4 on the clock. Here's Davis. The shot missing. Adams, some nice D. Lillard outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel that. Just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.